Hey, it's your old pal Vito Bupkis. This series that's about to be covered follows New York Mafia capo Dwight the General Manfredi, who's just been released from a 25-year stint in the joint. Upon returning, he's exiled by his boss to Tulsa, Oklahoma. He figures out quickly his mom friends doesn't exactly have his best interests in mind. The general slowly builds a crew from a selection of misfits to build a new criminal empire on a place that to him might as well be another friggin' planet. All right, V, take it away.
Thank you, Vito. All right. So we have Tulsa King season 1, episode 3, called Caprice. Now, caprice, the definition is a sudden, impulsive, and seemingly unmotivated notion or action. Anyway, so Caprice is directed by Ben Richardson, written by Regina Corrado. Here's the synopsis. Stacy is assigned to investigate the Black McAdams, a local biker gang, after a member commits suicide with explosives in his house. During his driving test, a masked Armin tries to shoot Dwight as he survives, but the experience convinces him to end his relationship with Tyson. Tyson, who's infatuated with his new gangster lifestyle, rebuffs Dwight and insists on working as his right-hand man. Dwight brings both Bodie and Mitch in on a scheme to sell nitrous oxide as a party drug during an upcoming Tulsa music festival. Convincing Mitch to use his bar as a front to obtain supplies for the gas without suspicion. Stacy reconnects with Dwight after they share a dinner and winds up sleeping with the old guy again. Dwight conducts his own investigation using various contacts to identify Armand as the shooter. He buys a gun, but while preparing to kill the man at his home, he hesitates after seeing Armand's young son run out to hug him. Okay, so we have Max Casella as Armand, formerly of Doogie Howser fame. Remember when we were kids? He's always been a solid. I've always enjoyed what he does. Starring in this episode, we have Sylvester Stallone, of course, as Dwight. We have. Sorry, I'm on the wrong here. Andrea Savage as Agent Stacy Beal. Max Casella as Armin Trucy. Martin Starr as Bodie. Dominic Lombardozzi as Charles Chicky Inverness. Vincent Piazza as Vince Antonacci. Jay Will as Tyson Mitchell. Garrett Hedlund as Mitch Keller. And A.C. Peterson as Pete the Rock Inverness. Dana Delaney stars as Margaret. Okay, so the mob boss's son, Chicky, looks like a roided out Gumgee from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And what's up with his hair? Here's the sign you're doing a great job as an actor. I fucking hate that character. So, he's doing a great job. For you to dislike a character, in something that's make-believe, it takes talent. It really does. The Vince guy in the show is a total fuckface, said by Vince. The driver's test was hilarious with the instructor, Paul, and a chase. So what happens is Dwight, Sylvester Stallone's character, is taking his driver's test. Armand thinks that Dwight's in town to whack him, so he tries to whack Dwight while he's taking his driver's test. And the instructor gets a little, just a couple of cuts, but a chase ensues, and it's pretty damn funny, and showing Sylvester Stallone at 80 that he still got the action chops, you know what I mean? But that was pretty funny, the driver's test for sure. And it ended with Stallone just going, "Hey, shut the fuck up." But, I think this is a good program for Sylvester Stallone. Starts off with the standoff with the ATF, where Mr. Dumas with Mr. Dumas. So he's in the house. He lets his dogs out. The biker boss shows up, played by Richie Costner. And what a prick his character is, too. Fuck that guy. Not the actor, the character. Great job. He plays a scumbag really well. And what's with the white horse, old pilot? There's like some weird, like metaphysical list, like one-offs that kind of. Anyway, don't get it. Oh, by the way, the waitress in this episode who has an exchange with Sylvester Stallone is his daughter making her acting debut, played by Scarlett Rose Stallone. Garrett Hedlund, Mitch Keller. He looks like he's basically the consigliere of the mob, quote unquote, genre. So he's going to be the guy with the brain who Sylvester Stallone picks and also helps him with cover. And he's an ex-con, so he's got that going for him. Bing, bang, boom. ATF agent Stacy Beale shows up. Chicky is asked by Dwight's character, by Dwight, if he put out a hit on him. They have an argument over the phone. Obviously, they don't get along. Sylvester Stallone's got a major, or Dwight, the general, Manfredi's got a major stick up his ass about how he's been treated, and it's a loyalty thing. And I know 40 years later after, or 25 years later after that show, but 40 years ago, loyalty actually meant something. Friendships, relationships, that kind of thing. But he pisses, they yell at each other, made guy to made guy. And it's basically, at this point, it's a pissing contest. And something's going to need to change because there's obviously a trouble in the ranks. So the intimidation game, but a friendly one, is played with some cash attached to it for the instructor, Paul. 10 grand. He just needs a little information. $10,000, he goes away. Just don't say nothing to nobody. But so Dumas basically okay, so dumbass starts the fire, but he leaves the I'm talking about Armand, sorry. This, so Armand starts the car on fire, but he leaves the windows rolled up and the accelerant doesn't have the oxygen to burn, so the fire quickly goes out. Dwight shows up with Tyson. They find the car road, abandoned somewhere in the back of some industrial park. They found the label. They trace the label back to the ranch, and then that's where Dwight meets Dana Delaney's character, Margaret, owner of the ranch where the accelerant is traced back to. Dwight talks to ATF agent Beale as he waits in line to follow the could-be shooter he's about to kill. Then a little boy walks out of the house and hugs the would-be shooter, changing his mind at the last minute. Now, Sylvester Stallone may have had an idea of who it was, but once he sees it, he recognizes the guy, and he wants to whack him, but he sees the kid and decides to change his mind. And there you have it. There's episode 3 of Tulsa King season 1. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will catch you in just a minute. Take care.